Hello, happy January 22nd. We are back in our pictorial 1800s Bible read through. Please join me, read along, grab whatever translation you have, read along. I'll be in King James. I apologize for what I stumble on grammar wise and language wise. Read along. Genesis chapter 22. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whomst thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and his Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went unto the place of which God had told him. Then on the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with this ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand, and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. He said, Here am I, Again, it's hard. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which God had told him of, and Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him, for now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah-Jireh, as it is said to this day, In the mount of the Lord it shall be seen. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the 2nd time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed, as the stars of the heavens, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. And it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor, Huz his firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of Aram, and Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Jidlaph, and Bethuel begat Rebekah. These 8 Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother. And his concubine, whose name was Reumah, she bare also Teba, Gaham, and Thahash, and Maachah. I probably butchered those names, the pronunciation. Also, one of the things I've noticed in King James English is sometimes there's not quotations to let you know that we're in, actually maybe not at all. There's just not quotations to let you know when one person's speaking is done. So I really stumbled on the back and forth between Abraham and Isaac. But this is a very heavy passage. It's such an amazing picture of Christ, and such amazing foreshadowing, and such a crazy testament to Abraham's faith. It's why Abraham is praised so much for his faith. I mean, among other things, obviously God called him out of the middle of nowhere and said, I'm choosing you, just go everywhere I tell you to go. And he did. He got up and went where he was told. But being asked to kill your only son, technically he had Ishmael, but Ishmael's been sent away. Ishmael is not really part of the family at this point. And this son that he's waited so long for, that he's waited 100 years for, hey, go take him and kill him. And the symbolism, like even it's saying that Isaac carried the wood on his back, the wood that was going to be used as part of his killing, in the same way that Jesus carries his own cross. The way it's the reference to him saying, like, what's the lamb going to be? But he in that moment, his father was thinking that he was going to be the lamb. And it's just, there's so much foreshadowing, there's so much symbolism, and it's a crazy thing. I know it's hard to comprehend. I don't even have kids, but I can't imagine being asked to kill my child. Yeah, and God's love for us is so amazing, so amazing. And again, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the repetition is important. The fact that God has said this promise of, I'm going to make your descendants as many as there are stars in the sky, or as many as there are sand on the seashore, that's been repeated multiple times. The repetition is significant, and it's reassurance for Abraham, obviously, but it's also, I think, a cultural thing that was very common to emphasize, like, how important a promise was, or how important, like, something that was being taught was. So anyway, an amazing passage. Highly recommend that you dig deeper into this chapter on your own time. But yeah, we're still rocking and rolling. Happy January 22nd. I look forward to reading again with you tomorrow. God bless.